Well met, friends, freaks, and those seeking adventure. Welcome to Purple Wearing Syndicate, and we are deep diving in the Chronicles of Imeron, episode 8 today. Last time we met, the storm had finally caught up to the ship. Along with that storm came from underneath the sea a ghost ship alive and attacking you. As it collided with your ship, creatures emerge, distorted with toxins and a purple haze elemental seemed to have it out for you all. We'll just basically say, and started laying havoc. There was a brief possession of Grumble, where he spoke incantations of words of what might have been the past before collapsing. As these elemental hazes possessed your friends and crew, the captain was finally slain. The ship started to descend back to the bottom of the sea, but not without trying to make those on it still worry and make it with haste. As you all scramble to take your place back onto your initial ship of the dishonest, days roll by, drifting
Disloyalty, sorry.
Oh my gosh, yes. Disloyalty. Oops. Oh, well. Yeah, alright.
You'll get it in post.
I'll get it in post. Disloyalty. As days roll by, drifting at sea, trying to find land, you all take some time to recuperate, recover, and train. With a sparring battle, we'll call it, going back and forth. With some great commentary, you guys prepare for your next opponent. As the sun, with an S, rise of Salona Alta and her child, Kivon Eroy's rays break over the horizon. Land can finally be seen for the first time on the morning of high sun of the 23rd. As land struck with a swirling sea around, you break for it. But as you creep closer and closer, a dark, shadowy blight has taken most of the land. Persephone looks ahead with a grim look. Oh,
Persephone.
Passive. I cannot. I'm done. Happy birthday.
Wrong Greek figure.
Sorry, yeah. Passive.
Read the script, Al.
I know, I literally can't even read my own type. Passive looks ahead with a grim look. Home is near is what we are picking up today. So, you guys technically have not landed on the shores yet, but you are, we'll say, quarter mile out, breaking between two whirlpools that kind of swirl around. And you have managed to maneuver around these, but you can see the shore of this island in front of you. What is your guys' plan of action, I guess, at this point? What is everybody up to?
Well, I'm just making sure that we have a safe port without destroying the damn ship, so...
What time of day is it? It's dawn, you said?
Yeah.
Sorry, Flynn.
You're good.
Probably just going through the ropes and stuff, make sure the ship is in some degree stable.
I'm gonna make a meal for everybody.
Okay.
I don't know how we do. Actually, probably just honestly, everyone's. He wasn't very good at anything necessarily on the ship. He'd probably just be sitting around. If someone needs help, they can ask him. But he's probably just chilling on our deck, honestly. Maybe keep an eye on Grom, make sure he's not dying. 'Cause he's
Leaking
trying-
through the floorboards on accident.
No, he's not. He probably does that. So I say, like wherever Grom's hanging out, maybe like, keep an eye on it, make sure he's not passing out or dying more in the calm times.
He's gonna man the boat. Perhaps he should stay near a cannon just in case we walk directly into a trap, disguised as a treasure.
When he wakes up, we can tell him that. He's still unconscious last time I checked.
Yeah, it's been 2 days and he has not woken up.
Damn.
But he, like, check his, like, pulse. He's still, like, breathing. Like, he's stable, just not coming to.
A bleak state of recovery. Well then, I suppose we should all take some kind of role. I don't know what we're gonna expect landing on this island, so I'm just gonna focus on landing Orton somewhere safe. But I could use some eyes in the sky and some guidance there. Everybody else, if you're prepared for a fight, most of you are always ready for a fight, but do what you gotta do.
They can just
I'm
fight
over
right
here.
now.
I gotta, yeah, look out.
I'm still cooking.
I will say that Torque is probably talking to Flynn right now about possibly scuttling the ship.
You'll have to excuse my ignorance, Torque, but what do you mean about scuttling the ship?
Well, did we not steal this ship? And would people not be looking for this ship?
Oh, absolutely. I mentioned that to everybody else a couple of times, but they don't seem to understand that perhaps this wouldn't be the smartest means of transportation for good. Maybe we could sell it or trade it for a different boat that would help cover our track. Nobody really saw us to our knowledge when we took it. But you're right, Tor. People are going to be looking for this boat. And
So why not sink it
you're talking burying it.
right here? Well, he know where it's going to be at if we ever need it again. Getting it back, though, would be a different story.
I don't know how we would get home, Tor.
We'll find a way.
Well, not that we have a home, but I don't want our home to be an island that we cannot escape. That sounds horrible.
True.
Right, so we're just gonna go into port and sink the ship and call it good? Or are we sinking it out in the open waters? What are we doing?
My dear is out. There is no ports out here.
We're not going to port. We're going to an island that's been abandoned. Last time we checked.
Yeah.
An abandoned island.
From what you guys can see,
I think
yeah.
we're nearby. Are there any I don't know what they're called, like passenger boats that you get off the main boat and kind of
A ferry?
go to London?
Life raft.
Rowboats.
Oh, life raft. Yeah.
Like little
Rowboats.
Yeah, so like the big ship parks, like some meters away from
The shore, so they hit the rocks. Yeah.
Florida, they don't beach themselves.
Yeah, they row.
I mean, we're not in a big port city, so that would be the other alternative. Is
There is
you guys find this individual boat?
there's one small rowboat.
How many does it fit?
Comfortably? 6.
Uncomfortably.
Uncomfortably? You can test the waters.
Technically, I can squeeze it into a 10-inch cube if I have to.
I was gonna say that we have.
Let's make
I
an
was gonna
ice
say
cube.
that we have some small, but we also have a lot of larger folks.
Normally, I'm large and like skinny, but I can squeeze down.
You shrivel when you're cold.
Shrinkage.
It's a common problem. Don't worry about it. Well, I wasn't thinking about sinking it, but if we could manage to get to North Point,
It's not like anyone's going to be able to steal the ship anyways. We just take out the necklace.
That's true.
okay. Okay. Now we're thinking. I I know that it is a security measure, but can the original owner override that security measure?
Or anyone with strong enough magic.
Anyone with strong enough magic isn't going to steal a ship. They can just teleport.
So, okay, I think that we all need to come to terms with what the hell we're gonna do with this ship once we're coming close to land. I don't think we're gonna have time to discuss this.
Well, we can't, I'm not,
Don't know we get up.
can we sink? We're not going to sink the ship that we need to get off the island, right? I mean, it's one thing we get the port and we get rid of it, but
Talk, your opinions and your input is always welcome and valid, my good friend. So we're gonna try something different first and come back to that as a backup plan.
Are we be on the fucking ship?
Yeah, but I don't want to sink it if at all possible. Capsizing it has a lot of risks. There's food on this ship that would just be wasteful.
Is anybody hungry?
There's lots of water.
Yes, absolutely. I'll take it to go tray. I do not want to leave the helm at all. And
I bring him a stew in a bucket.
There you go.
Bucket
Sounds
perfect.
good. Love a good stew. And
Wait,
then,
is that the mop bucket we were using last night?
Could be.
Just make soup and this look good.
this whole campaign started with soup. I wanna point out. There were so many soup references throughout that whole thing. Anyway,
Pants at the soup store?
Al was
Soup at
like,
the
I
pants
just had
store?
some
What was
really
that?
good soup that day.
Why
and
ever
it
close
just
at the soup
couldn't
store?
get it off my mind.
I haven't had soup in years. What are you talking
I was just gonna say that I'll enjoy the soup, and while I'm drinking out of whatever it is I was provided, because I probably had worse before, there's just a little, and Waddles will kind of climb on my shoulder almost like a parrot, just kind of chilling.
I bring buckets for everybody.
What's this?
A lot of
How many
bucket-
one gallon buckets are these that you're grabbing?
As many as I can find.
or however big you can find, dude, that's in gallons, that's size-wise.
Okay.
Got like 20 gallon buckets here. My bucket's probably, what, 10 gallon buckets, like a mop bucket, right?
I'm thinking like Home Depot buckets.
Yeah, those are fine.
5, yeah.
Do we collectively know that Pasiphae is going back to where she came from?
No.
Okay.
When I bring everybody their buckets of soup, I'll see and I'll just yeah.
Dramatically.
And for some reason the bucket breaks like a ceramic coffee cup.
Dramatic slow motion of the camera pan and the soup dripping on the floor.
No
Once
soup
again-
for you.
Once again, no soup.
No soup. Right.
I'll mention I know that place. That place is bad. That's where I'm from. Only death awaits us here.
Well, isn't
But
that
you're from there,
fantastic?
you're not the
Sorry.
What was that?
You said, but you're from here and you're not dead.
Barely. You saw how much I ate that first night. This place is not sustainable.
Well, we already knew it was cursed,
food.
so.
What are we doing here again?
Looking for treasure?
I don't know.
We're looking for treasure.
But there's no food.
There's more treasure than just food.
What?
There's a lot of treasure besides food, actually.
Prove it.
Zayla, the map that you redrew back at the end, which name escapes me, the galleon.
Golden Galleon. Gilded Galleon.
Yeah.
I even forgot.
I was thinking golden too. That's so
The
strange.
only one, there's the shady one's the golden something.
The ale must be getting to me anyhow. Azale, you helped redraw our treasure map. You see, we overheard rumors and things like that about this treasure appearing on this island. And if we can get to it before the Phoenix Braves get to it, or any other potential...
Sea Wardens. We know the Sea Wardens are coming, too.
Just be careful. A lot of spots may look like there's buried treasure, but it is something else buried there.
Oh.
There were no working bathrooms.
Okay. Well, we know these treasures in a keep. That's... So, not just in the jungle. So, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just a fair warning.
We know
No
it's a
food.
stronghold.
It's in a stronghold. Maybe
There's
covered
a
in vines.
stronghold?
That's
there
what
was
the...
still plenty of
Curse
food
Grom
on the
said the
boat
other day.
itself. We just have to
Did I say
prepare.
any stronghold?
You make it.
I wanted to go on an adventure. And then I forgot to eat my ass hair ravens.
They probably would have cursed you or something. They just screamed cursed.
If you've been
14.
keeping those ass hair ravens.
They gave them to the cook. Never came back.
You never saw the show.
We decided to chase after
You never
people
saw the
instead.
Your island, where you.
He's gonna think it was a funny prank, you know that. You're like, hey, I cooked these fucking birds I found, and then we just take off. Don't even pay.
There's one town that was partly destroyed, but most of it is still livable.
Took my ass hair lead.
But
That's
yeah,
actually
you never saw another
hilarious.
town.
I'll be able to smooth that over with Brock. It'll be fine. He probably sold him to some other schmuck at this point.
Is everyone enjoying their buckets?
Can we adventure to fight?
I mean, didn't we all want to do what the fuck is up with that? We may as well discuss things before.
While we're sailing in.
We could absolutely play with the
What-
fuck is up with that.
Once we find a good point to anchor,
It helps to know each other before we go into an even more deathly circumstance, I
that's
guess.
how
A good old fashioned icebreaker never hurt anybody.
3-4 days in, do we meet each other? Working together?
yeah.
I found it.
5 days.
Did anybody hear me? Are you enjoying your buckets?
The soup is amazing.
Thank you.
Well, you dropped my bucket.
Oh, my bad.
How did it shatter into like a million pieces? That's not how it works.
The laws of physics are different here.
Here's Zane, you can have what's left of mine. It's almost all there still. It's only like 10% mop water.
No, that was Flint's.
They're pretty much, I assume they're all mop buckets. Sorry, it's only 10% rust.
That's actually funny.
You're gonna,
Flint can
you're
have a
gonna
constitution.
regret it. Can't hold on to the hell.
Flint,
Apparently, there's no balls out there specifically for this reason, so you'll be alright.
Oh boy. I don't like the way you said my name.
I need a con save from you.
roll to see who got the dirty.
Dirty bucket.
As foretold.
Con save would be an 18.
18.
Wow, pretty good for what's it?
Pretty good for what could have possibly been considered poison between the mixture of the remains of the non-clean bucket given and the soup actually added. It made a interesting flavor, we'll say, where your first couple bites into the soup that you are digesting was fine, but you get very, we'll just say, gassy at this point in time.
It's a little like fog because I'm a fire genasi. It's like
Yeah.
little black smoke.
Look at the bottom of Flynn's bucket after you're done eating. Oh, there's some holes down there now. What are those there in the first place?
Well, I'd prefer a better serving dish next time. But I will tell you that I started from very poor, humble beginnings, so this kind of a meal is a delicacy compared to where I started.
I'll see if I can get you one of the wine barrels next time.
Pretty sure there's actual bowls where we can actually use it.
For sure.
I don't understand.
You work on making the food taste taste. And then, Zane, you'll just have to.
Maybe Zane can serve them, yeah, serve it.
presentation of things.
Yeah, I definitely think I need to help with the presentation. If I had.
I didn't see anything with proper portions.
You give off bus.
We don't all
Wi-Fi,
eat as much as
and
you
I
do.
don't know,
How do you survive?
you give off.
I'm like 10 pounds heavy. I mean, what?
10 pounds heavy. As you guys get your food,
Zale is still enjoying it, clearly.
Zale is still enjoying it.
Food is food. Zale's hungry.
Are you guys attempting to anchor down here? Is that a plan?
Chat for a second.
Yes, I believe that the safest plan would be to anchor down, get into the escape pod, and I would also send Waddles into the water just to make sure there's no surprises in there.
Oh, you're putting Waddles in the water?
No, for the whirlpool.
I don't like the way he said that.
It's a fucking aquatic creature. Of course, I'm putting it in the water.
You mean the water with all the whirlpools everywhere?
We'll see what's down there, won't we?
Dude, this is a little tiny turtle nook, and you're just gonna drop it in ocean waters.
Let me tell you something about Waddles.
See
Oh,
you
sorry.
an hour water.
Yeah, see you resummon.
Waddles
Yeah,
is like Waddles doesn't look hard at all, but he tries his absolute best to look tough. But it's a turtle duck, and there's no way a turtle duck is gonna look anything other than adorable. So
Gonna look like food.
no, bread, not
Not
food.
fun.
Can't eat a magical summon anyway. It probably won't taste very good. It would be amazing if you could just summon something to eat repeatedly.
You're getting turtle and duck soup combined to be with one animal.
Your Waddles was very lucky.
Jesus. That's what you like to hear.
As you guys drop the rowboat and just like have it hit the water, you guys descend out into the boat, anchoring your main ship and start heading to the coast. You put Waddles in the water. As he starts swimming away, seeing the biggest like happy bill on his face, dark shadow comes under.
Oh, God.
And he starts paddling faster back towards you. As a jaw opens up around, Waddles just escapes the clasps as he is now by the side of your dock of the boat, and you have to pick him up really quick as the shadow disappears underneath. I rolled a 2, so.
Oh, 2! Woo! They see like 12, 14.
Good job, Waddles. I'm proud of you.
I don't think you saw anything. Except for death coming.
Yeah.
Let's maybe roll a little faster, guys.
Pacific, do you know anything about what the shadowy creature was that Waddles discovered?
I've only ever seen its jaws stealing my fish. It
You know what that
doesn't look
shadowy
good.
is?
It's big.
It was the next step in the food
I should have set the
chain,
bar higher.
Do I recognize any more of it than that?
What would you call it?
Oh God. I just call it the oh fuck.
Oh fuck my dinner!
Pretty much.
I like
Happened enough times.
It could be like O apostrophe FU like ACH or something.
Yeah. Whatever works.
Oh.
It's ugly too.
The 7 of you guys on this boat.
What?
The 7, did you shrink down?
Yeah, I get. But I had to take off my robe, unfortunately. But I just ooze everywhere, so it's not even anything to see. But then I get squeezed. If I'm not wearing anything, not holding anything, I get squeezed down into like 1 inch space. So I'm just like lying at the bottom of the boat as like an ooze line.
Your
Did I spill some soup down there?
No, your soup wasn't purple. That's hollow.
I can and will summon something to stab you with still.
It makes sense now. Hollow is.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor, by the way.
I'm just gonna poke the ooze. Out of
A
curiosity.
with 4 daggers pops out and almost stabs you.
I'm just trying to learn about other cultures.
Who's rowing the boat?
Torque will be rowing the boat.
Grom.
Rolling up his sleeves, just like.
I think Ground's probably still unconscious on the boat. I hope it doesn't drown, but it's his own fault for being here at the same time.
We grabbed the necklace, right?
Hezilleon and Torque row at the same time, and the boat's just like.
Yeah, I don't think Flint would have gone without the necklace.
Well, while we're rowing, I'm casting Mage on. Is anybody else doing any kind of protection for themselves?
I always have Mage Armor. Cool.
That's just not true.
The liquid as it shifts, the plasmoid as it shifts back and forth and just starts. I always have me.
We could take you out with a straw, buddy.
No, I have an AC of 18. Nice, good luck with that.
As Torque is rowing you guys in. Say you guys were a quarter mile out. These waves, even though you are heading towards shore, there is resistance. And Torque, you are needing a lot of force to even push through these. Instead of pulling you in, it's almost keeping you out between the whirlpools around. The current here is just insane to steer through. So I'm going to need, and we'll call this an athletics check from you, Torque, as you're the one rowing.
Maybe this would be better. 16.
16. What normally would take probably less than 15 minutes. You guys can see Torque he's struggling, but he is forcibly rowing as hard as he can. He's breaking over some of the white caps. You guys are finally able to coast through, and it starts to actually let you slide into shore. The boat hits the bright sandy shore, and you guys are on land.
I hate this place.
I will be the first to get up out of the boat after seeing what was in the water and get on land and kind of regain my bearings.
Reforms Zane, can I have my clothes back now?
Yep, here you go.
Pants.
Ricky is going to take a nice little around. I'm guessing there's a lot of dense trees over here, and he just wants to get his bearings as well.
Well, before you do, could you take the map and fly up and see if we can find a better location for where this treasure is supposed to be?
Sorry, Flint. I can only fly so much. I think it's best we save that for now. Well, I could try climbing that tree right there.
No, I got it. Torque, throw Zane, and then Zane will fly through there and see.
We can throw Zane. The big brains. We're on to something.
That's right.
I love it.
You're gonna catch me, right?
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I think I'm the only one here with healing magic, so if I fucking die...
Yeah, he makes a good point. As fun as that would be, we probably shouldn't be throwing each other. Zane, haven't you been tired of being tossed? You were a corpse most of the time that you were being thrown.
Yeah,
It's very fun to throw a little thing if you just try it.
Let's
Feel
throw
a
waddles.
little, like an attack at this point.
Could be.
What does Elle say? That Torque is just going to pick up Little Zane and just toss him up.
Athletics check.
Yeah, you could baseball pitch waddles into this guy too.
Yeah. It's going to be an athletics from you, Torque, if you're throwing Zane.
Athletics.
Yeah, Zane, you're surprised, caught off guard on this.
Can I assist him?
That's going to be a 15.
Okay. What is your strength total, Torque?
16.
16.
Can I assist him?
That's just the throwing.
Mhm.
He just I think he just did it out of nowhere.
He did.
Look at you're gonna assist by doing like a cheerleader.
I just haven't thrown anybody yet. I want to throw somebody.
Livers have thrown someone as far as the sail.
Hold on. X-Men, Night of the Sentinels. Can you get me over the fence, Beast? Looks like we can. It's one of my best, dude. And it's morph too.
Yeah, poor Morph.
How much?
This is
How much do
literally
you
a furball
weigh, Zane?
beast.
How far about?
I said,
Too
how
much.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 50 pounds currently.
50 pounds currently.
The half.
I'm small size. Halflings are light.
What's that? By the way, when Hollow mentioned that we throw waddles, he takes his duck head and pops it into his tush.
It'll be more safe that way.
You can. I was going to say with the 16, your throwing distance was only between 15 and 20 feet up in the air there, Twerk. So.
Well, that's fine. That should be high enough for Lizzie to see something. And Torque is going to try catching him on the rebound.
Yeah.
So as I'm shooting up, I guess we're doing this. As I'm flying through the air up, what do I? Let me see what I can try to see while flying. I'm guessing this is perception at disadvantage.
Yep.
You can get above the tree line at that point.
Nat 20.
Well, good thing I have advantage of perception checks, so it's a straight roll. That's a nat fucking 20.
Already in the tree.
For 24 total.
Zane, you have unlocked the levitate ability. I'm joking, but like once you hit peak height, you're able to stabilize. Give me a little styling. How do you want to stabilize? Just for a second, appear.
Oh, like as I'm getting tossed up, I'm like, wait. And I stick out all my arms to like try and slow myself as much as possible. My arms like.
As you do, you don't break over the tree line, but there is just the way the trees are arcing out. There's just enough path that you can see smoke coming from within the forest. A steady stream. Something that would remind you of like a chimney stack or something. It's not spread fire-wise. It seems to be a constrained smokestack. I was going to say pretty far within the forest, but you are able to pinpoint that out.
Gotcha. Do I have like a rough estimate on distance, or is it a bit too far for me to?
It's too far out, I would say, but you can instantly pinpoint that out through the canopies of the trees.
Alright.
Can we say that on the way down you play your instrument like a slide whistle?
I'm not gonna damage my loot.
Just look.
Pick the landing.
I don't have a good song for this. That's what I got.
I love it.
Goes Zane on his way up.
Now for the fun part.
Okay,
Down.
Wait, does Torque actually catch him on the way back down?
Well, I was going to say Zane, deck save, and then we'll do a strength from you to work if you're the one trying to catch him.
Yeah, strength save?
Yep.
The 16 on the deck save.
That's going to be a 21 on the strength save.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to easily catch Zane, and Zane, you land just properly within his arms that you don't take any fall damage from this.
Aww.
And then as soon as Torque catches it, he's like, you got to stop falling for me.
I ship you
threw
too.
me, and that unexpectedly worked. There's a chimney off in the distance. I saw the smokestack from it. It's not like a wildfire, but I saw a direction we can head for.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that these shenanigans actually worked in our benefit. I guess we'll remember that we can always throw you in a pinch.
It's time to cut through the jungle.
It's always fun. It's always fun throwing the small one. You know.
Is it,
Come here, little Zane. Throw me. I'll go.
Throw him, Zane. Do it. Throw him.
Let's just see like he's been trying to kick out for.
Think of his leg, even.
Are you lifting him?
Lift.
Yeah, I'm
Lift.
gonna
Lift.
lift toward.
Lift. I want to give him the help action, but I don't know how. But with my belief.
Roll an athletics check there, Zane. How much do you weigh, Twerk?
Give me 1 second.
give yourself bardic inspiration.
258 pounds.
I'm not burning a bardic inspiration for this.
I'm gonna let you with my knees.
16.
That's better again, but you're still small.
16, and then what's your strength modifier there?
10.
So he's 0.
He's 0.
Yeah, plus 0.
Twerk. You get the action of playing this off. He is able to pick you up a couple inches off the ground. You can play in this to over-exaggerate it or not if you want.
You know what? Tor's gonna jump up just a little bit.
Zane, you surprisingly are lifting him about a foot off the ground before he comes back down from the weight, but you're able to pick him up.
+1 to confidence.
Can I throw somebody next?
Well, okay. We got.
You can go put your back and do it.
Mark, you're lighter than you appear, Torch.
First, like, I like to keep my physique looking good.
Wow.
He's got a strict diet. Strictly making sure that there's always food.
Soup
the
from a
secret.
bucket.
Oh boy. It is jungle faring time. It sounds like a machete.
Did anybody else want to get thrown? I want to throw somebody.
Perhaps an enemy. We are not safe here.
Yeah, I think we should get moving.
I'll find someone to throw.
You don't look down at Waddles.
Absolutely not.
Not you, Waddles.
Waddles hides them.
He kind of.
You know, as we're walking through the jungle, Tor's gonna be on the lookout for like small creatures to handle passively. Like, here, throw this.
Jesus.
Here, throw this.
There's no fun in throwing a small creature.
They're just chucking creatures into the water.
You're gonna throw someone's child, and then mom's gonna come murder you. It's fine.
And then we'll progressively get bigger. Like, oh, here's a log board.
I
would've
will
brought his
throw
slam
some
that
bread to Waddles though. Does Waddles accept my offering?
Bread's not good for ducks.
You're right, but I don't know that.
Public service announcement: don't feed bread to ducks.
Public service announcement.
Grapes. He
Waddles.
likes grapes.
Waddles is not just pure duck.
Yeah, he's a turtle though.
Yeah.
Don't feed bread to turtles either.
Right.
But a turtle duck combined, it's fine.
It's actually the preferred diet.
Yeah.
Only red.
It has to be sourdough.
Pretty like sourdough. I can get a toasted sourdough sandwich. Pretty good.
I'll see if I can figure that one out.
Are you guys
Serve it to Waddles in a bucket.
Are you guys spreading out or like
Pacific, are you leading the walk? Are you familiar with this area of the land?
This particular section, no. But the terrain itself, I've got an idea of what to look out for.
Alright.
I was gonna say cutting a straight line.
Are there
straight to
normally
the fire.
houses in here?
What's that?
What's that? Can we have an idea of what to look out for?
Right.
Yes. You see something shadowy, don't go near it.
Does well, alright. I'm gonna sorry, I'm gonna cast produce flame real quick.
Do I not move?
No. Never move. No.
I stand perfectly still, okay.
No. Regular shadows are fine. It's ones that are moving without anything else that you want to worry
Moving
about.
shadows. So our shadows?
Like halfway in the jungle at this point. You guys coming
Just-
or not?
I'll say when you need to worry, okay, Hezilleon?
I'm just trying to understand, but let's go.
I'm gonna slide a card out of my sleeve and it's gonna ignite, and I'm gonna use produce flame, and so that way if it gets dark in the forest or we get some kind of shadows, I just want a little kind of light.
Alright.
So yeah, I guess I'll lead.
Yeah. Roll me a survival.
I knew that was coming. That is
I'm going to help.
Dirty 20.
because I have
oh, wait. Yeah, dirty 20.
Passively taking the lead and pushing through this dense swamp-like jungle. I say swamp-like as within mere 100 feet, as you get deeper into this forest, the trees' roots start uprooting in a very swamp bog-wise, start uprooting. The land becomes a lot squishier. You have to start watching the path where you're actually walking.
Question, Hollow.
Yes.
Do you pick up random bits of, like, water and mud?
No.
No?
I
was just wondering if you were
only
being asked.
take in what I choose to take in.
Okay. I had to know, sorry.
Unless I'm like close to dying, then I kind of turn a little oozy. But normally I have a solid membrane.
Okay.
We all know one.
you know, he's a bit of a mitochondria.
He's the powerhouse of the cell.
That's right.
Let's just not sure
Doesn't
how
ask
to
his
take
ale.
this information, and he's just kind of,
As you're leading through, you run into your first hap of what once was part of the forest being alive, but
Some blight.
it has been blighted.
Oh, so tracks have been here.
Yeah.
So this guy is the death I was telling you about. This is why it sucks here.
Everything color within that area is gone. It's black and gray. The trees have been almost like an ash layer over them, as there is almost a mystifying peeling of the bark always, where it's slowly lifting off, and within like the shadowy smoke that is never like dispersing, it like is slowly unaliving the actual like wood of the tree and the actual like swamp around. The moss that was up to this point has lost all of its color, and there is almost in the bog water where it is, there is a dark, murky like flow into the water there as well.
Do not drink this.
It does look unpleasant.
You will have the
Does
worst
the-
diarrhea of your life. I promise you.
I feel there's probably bigger problems than this.
does this look to be of something of an arcane magic type of thing, or does this appear to be some kind of a curse or magic weaponry?
How are you looking this over?
Say what?
How are you looking it over?
I'm guessing that there's some kind of arcane magic, and I'm just kind of looking around the scenery, not necessarily at something in particular, but kind of through things to see if I can see something that, I don't know, maybe like illusion or something, or just some kind of arcane curse.
Yeah, you can make an arcane check for me.
That reminds me of something else we can do. Oh, wait.
14.
There is a hint of smell of Arcana. I will say the sulfate-like smell that is coming from this definitely has that like aura feeling, you would say, but it's so vague that that's like the only glimpse of arcane effect you would get.
Alright. I kind of keep the knowledge to myself because it's kind of like not helpful, but just something that I know. But I'm just kind of keeping my wits about me, knowing that the shadows live. I'm just kind of looking around with my card still lit.
I am, as I lead, I'm going to project my echo out in front of me as what's that?
Negafe.
Yeah. Just in case there's any traps or anything ready to jump out, it's gonna get to my echo first.
What's the marching order? Or I guess I just need a who's kind of like the last two of this and who's towards the front.
Well, my echo and me are at the front.
Wolf would probably be right behind, especially if he's like still trying to hinder small critters and stuff.
I'd be behind Tor.
I can see how taking at the rear being the more like military, almost trained guy, making sure that our rear is covered from ambush.
Zane, where would you be? In the middle, like middle, number 4, number 5, number 6.
I think he is frozen.
He looks frozen.
Is Wilfer staying on the boat?
No, Wilfer is here. He's been really quiet.
He's been holding his action the entire time.
Jesus.
And the last, I will say, in the last like day of travel and stuff like that, as you guys were ending up here, he has spent a lot of time, almost like I'll say by himself and doing a lot of like soul searching. He's been doing a lot of just meditating, just like off on his own, and just keeping to himself. He is, I was going to say, he's dealing with something mentally that he just isn't ready to prepare to tell you guys yet. So he's kind of gone a little bit more quiet.
That's good.
He did accept the soup today, and he had a little chuckle about it. What was the question?
Peachy yum yum.
He was looking at the blight. You were asking Zane something.
Oh, where he was standing in the market.
Yes, where we were lined up, yes.
Because somebody's going to get dead.
I have Pacife, Torque, Flint, Zane, I guess. So that,
You know,
I was going to be up front helping Pathway with where the smokestack was roughly, since Pathway knows the land, but I know the direction.
if Zane is too small for this water, Twerk would be like letting Zane just kind of like
Chill on his shoulder.
or whatever. Yeah. While also grabbing little critters every now and then. Sometimes using Zane to get the little critters, like Zane, grab that.
Zane just lets him go back on the ground.
I just need to know if Hezilleon or Wolfer is in the back two with Hollow. Are you number 3 in the back, Hezilleon, or are you number 2?
I'll be number 3.
Right on Torch shoulder.
Do you need me to throw you up again?
Carry on.
No.
Oh, hi ho, it's off the death we go.
You guys are traversing through the lands. Pacife is pointing out as the blight becomes more apparent and very much more often. As you guys traverse through mud and obviously if you're wearing boots, your boots are basically soaked at this point in time. You're walking through just the bog. There is for a blip second Pacife. Just a little blip in the water might startle you guys for a second. I'll tell you it's nothing to begin with. Because I'm giving you guys a time. Are you being quiet or are you chatting?
I would be telling people to shut the hell up as we're going through this, personally.
Yeah, I figured kind of quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say quiet.
Quiet but not stealth or stealth?
Twerk would definitely not be stealthy.
That's why I usually be stealthy for
Okay,
nothing
well.
you can't see yet.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to get out. Alright, then
How fucked we are.
Because we make ourselves stealthy, sneaky for little or no reason, maybe. Then we're gonna be fucked later.
My front two is a Pacife, and then if Zane / Torque are there.
Yep.
Flip a coin between the two of you.
I'm on Torch shoulder, so.
Alright. Well, Zane, you're getting to roll then. Pacife, Zane, Willful, and Hollow. I need perception checks from you guys.
Nat 20 for 22.
Nice. What's rolling for Wolfer?
Got a natural 18 for 18.
Brilliant.
Natural 18 for 22.
Somebody roll for Wolfer.
2.
Well, he's meditating. That makes sense, I guess.
Makes sense.
Is he proficient?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to give him a 2. Right? It fits his character right now.
Yeah.
Characters is fun. He is proficient in perception.
Yeah.
I guess. Give him a
18.
chance.
He has +3.
Yeah. Okay. Lowest being an 18. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright. I had the back and the front of this move. I had you guys roll because by front, you will see, especially Pacify, you know about this. That first moments ago of the shifting of the water and stuff like that seemed to be like a root. You have dealt with these before. This is a sign of you can call them what you want, but essentially they're basically like razor vine blight. Basically, the trees have been reanimated to blight-like creatures. You fought some in your past before. You've noticed as you're walking through that they start moving in front. There's at least 1 or 2 of them.
Alright, guys.
On the tail end, Wolfer and Hollow, I will say you guys, I've noticed one that is back behind us. Yeah, behind you guys.
Alright, guys. Watch out. These little trippy fuckers here, they are alive.
We have one back here. We're getting boxed in.
With that, Twerk is going to use his magic awareness. Within 60 feet away from him, I know the presence of concentrated magic, and I know the location of any spell or magic item that isn't behind total cover.
Mm-hmm.
And when I sense it, I can learn what skill of magic it belongs to as well.
Cool. You don't sense any magic
Sense any magic.
besides what's on your personnel.
Nope.
So.
They're just living vines. And they're bastards.
Doing their best.
Do we need to find them and murder them? Are these guys going to come chase us? How does this work, Pastor?
They are going to try to snatch us up, so
So you ready for a fight, essentially?
potentially.
You can
Sometimes if they feel like it's going to be too much of a challenge, they'll just leave you alone.
After hearing that, Hezilleon puffs out just a little bit to look more intimidated.
And they start summoning spectral weapons. All right, look a little more intimidating to the plants, I guess. I don't know. Anyone have any fire? I summon I don't fireball. I summon a fireball in my hand.
Flint has produced flame out.
Got a fireball. It's summon a fireball. All right, let's scare these trees.
There's a sentence you never thought you'd say, isn't it?
Yeah, sure did.
Here's the trees.
yeah, the tree.
I'll start playing an intimidating song in the loop.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a lot of vibrations.
You're starting to perform.
He's playing Mbop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did you say Mbop? I just have to ask.
I don't know. It just sounded right.
Trying to go through quietly, and all of a sudden he just goes like.
No. The only reason why I say why Mbop is I watched a cover of If Korn made Mbop earlier today, and it was the most magical thing I've ever seen. So
I'm going to have to check that out, yeah.
I'll play it for you at the end. But.
It'd be like when Jonathan Davis does his ba-boom, ra-da-da-da. But it would be like bop, all that
Yeah.
shit.
We're not getting distracted.
Who knows? They didn't start playing music in the Murder Forest. This is where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that was a 5 and a 2.
Oh,
on my
Jesus.
die.
So he's playing music badly in the Murder Forest.
hey, maybe they're susceptible to sonic noises and they hate it.
For a total of 10.
Mediocrely in the forest.
Mediocre.
And then they all died.
I was trying to be intimidating, but it's gonna basically be the same role.
Well, the fact is, you try to be intimidating.
Your song.
Your song is bad at that. So you imagine like, oh, he's played a cheery pop song instead of an intimidating song by accident.
So bop works.
The plants are actually giant metalheads, so the song didn't work at all on them.
Yeah.
It was Mbop or 1,000 miles.
No, what's gonna occur to the murder's even better.
Or no, making my way downtown. That one.
Fair enough. Alright.
Stay safer on trains, everyone.
Watch out for that log truck up there.
Oh boy.
Moving quickly and faster now. As you guys have noticed, these the land in front of you, even with your 20s, I will say, starts to become mushy still, but a little bit more solid. You see the bottom layer once buildings. Literally, it's just a brick or two high. It remains a once, maybe a small village. As you guys are rushing through. Yep, thanks for moving.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was about to get there.
Where's my echo?
Wait, that goes in front.
I haven't got there yet. Right. Echo.
I just love how beautiful the scenery's looking.
It is like death trees.
Mm-hmm.
Death Valley.
Death Valley, indeed.
That's what the ghost ship was made out of.
Peacock, you gotta let me fly. Does no one get the reference?
Nope.
Paper Bench Yankee Club on the case. From the other guys.
Yep, thank you, Chris.
Aim for the bushes.
Oh shit. There's some things over there that we should be paying attention. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was one we did not see with an 18.
It's the bushes over
As you guys start rushing in, the trees nearby start to lift off the roots underneath and they tear away. And these plant-like creatures now, their same exact effect of the blight as they're always constantly peeling, and there's almost like a layer of smoke around them, start to slowly reanimate and are heading towards you all. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
there. Well,
Oof, God, I suck at rolling initiative. 3.
That's a nat 1.
Hey, not the worst.
Much better than you guys.
I rolled down the dice tower, popped out of the dice tower, off my desk, and into my bag of chips on the floor.
That sounds like a nat 20.
That's talented.
I'm not entirely sure how to read, but I'm going to try again.
kind of like down there, you have to accept whatever that is. It's too perfect.
Passive favors a 3. Who was mine at 1? Sorry.
It's cocked.
Torque.
Hollow, what were you?
I had a 9.
Flint?
9. Dexterity plus 2.
Ezel?
I got a nat 20 for 22.
Zane?
Nat 19 for 21.
And somebody roll for Will 4.
Got it.
That's
It's a 6 plus whatever made it.
Plus 2. So
Ghost
8
indeed,
for
ghost.
What else I'm going to have go with you, Flint. It's just easier that way. And then passive A, this is your ghost. It's not
Ghost?
your echo.
I can just call him a ghost. You blame me for that.
I'm saying, I ain't dead yet.
Your ghost from another dimension. Obviously, the other dimension you died. That's where you're at.
Oh god, that would be horrifying.
Okay. Starting us off is going to be battle music.
That's kind of tree.
There should be like a vine one up there somewhere that I had from a spell effect.
Go find it. Bet I am. The wolf. I found a better foot model.
I love that none of my spells are going to be useful in this combat.
Mm-hmm.
I see magic weapons, cloud of daggers.
Hezilleon, you are going to be up front. To start us off, as these creatures start animating and slowly heading towards your group, Flint, your light. I probably should have an actual light source coming from you, but you guys get the idea. Basically, Flint is holding this fire and igniting out, and these dark. It is not pitch black. There's the dim light because of the flame produced by Flint, but everything else outside becomes very dark and hard to see through.
I didn't find her find anything, but I found this guy. He looks pretty tree.
Alright then. Then I'm gonna be like, alright. Well, let's get this party started.
Fuck these trees up.
And
This was great too. We'll keep that one.
basically,
Let's get some
and
global
we're gonna-
warming.
What?
Destroy the
I'm
environment.
gonna walk. I'm gonna walk away from the group, and then I'm going to rage. As I'm walking, the rocks start breaking open, magma pours out, and I just go to being large size. And
Does his magma count as a light source?
I think it's fire.
no, it's all flavor.
5 feet, sure.
Since I'm not going, am I like this 4 square right here?
What was that?
Since I'm large, what am I like this 4 square right here? Yeah, there we go.
Like that.
Yeah.
And my reach is increased by 5 feet, so I'm gonna swing at this guy. Recklessly. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh shit. Roll me an intelligence check at your first swing on this guy.
But I'm a barbarian. Intelligence check or intelligence save?
Check. It's an investigation, basically. It's an
Cool.
it is investigation.
Oh, you got to be able to pick it out.
Yeah, I was supposed to give him the advantage, but I didn't, so I'm gonna just do the first roll on this guy.
It's 18.
18 is the DC, so you do concern. That was like you're able to make out the blighted creature as it is reanimated. Basically, it tries holding still next to the tree it just came out of, but yeah, you're able to distinguish what it is. So yeah, roll your attack.
Real smart. Go with it. That's 7 plus 2, so 9 slashing damage. Bonus action move. Action, yep. I'm done.
Alright.
You have 10-foot reach at that size.
You get your
Oh, okay.
Zane, you are up with
I have 10-foot reach on my own.
3 of the creatures on deck, and then technically it's supposed to be Hollow and Flint. You guys rolled both 9s, so we'll get to that in a second. But Zane, you're up.
Sorry, I played the wrong note. That's my bad.
You
Torm, I don't
should have
think I
bumped.
wanna... Do you want me to just help you out, Torm?
There's those things. You should probably hop off.
I'm gonna climb off Torque's shoulder. I'm gonna pull a candle out of my backpack and light it like... This is the best I got for light.
Oh, yeah, it's dark, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We got candlelight and fierce flame light.
I was waiting for the what chorus of I have dark vision. Does no one have dark vision this time?
Yeah, I have dark vision below 60 feet.
I also do. So, right, oh, totally blind at least.
Would that be my action to pull this candle out of my backpack? Nah, I figured not.
That'll be your bonus action.
Get us some light. I mean, I just saw the one that got hit by Zale, so I'm gonna look at that one and say, "You're gonna be fucking firewood next." And I'm gonna vicious mockery the tree.
Is it intelligence too low?
What is the minimum intelligence on vicious mockery? I forget what
I
it
think
is.
it's like 2 or 4.
It's 4.
It does not say there's a minimum intelligence. They just have to be able to hear me.
I thought they had to understand it. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
Margaret can hear you though. No, need not understand.
Technically, it can hear, so. That's in a 12. That's a 12 on save.
Well, wisdom save.
Yep.
Okay, it's going to take damage. The first vicious mockery that actually hit for 4 damage.
Hey, damage is
Yeah.
good.
Isn't that max damage?
That is max damage, and they have disadvantage on their next attack roll made until end of turn.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
But I'm going to stay in the middle of the group.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Do I provide cover to Zane?
He didn't hide behind you, so technically no.
I don't have the action to hide.
Right. Hollow, you will feel the presence of something moving quickly towards you. And as you see the peeling of the bark now, all of a sudden there will be 2 basically razor claws made out of vines swinging out at you. Great. 15 on the first one.
Miss.
16 on the second one.
Miss.
So,
Don't even need my, I don't have my shield up, but it's fine. My AC is 18 without it.
and I also realized they didn't have to be that close. They have a long reach, but that's fine. So, but yeah, you now have known the presence of this one as it is standing.
Found one.
My music one is really quiet. Sorry. The one that was just attacked by you, Ezale. Vines are going to start. Wait. Let's do this actually. Let's move closer in, breaking into the light next to Waddles. Flint and Wilfor, you will now see this rooted creature, like the storm as it does. Vines from its feet will start to grow out. Everybody within 10 feet of this one. I need a dex save from you guys. So, Flint.
I'm 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So Ezale, Flint, Wilfor, and Hollow.
Okay, now
And
good.
Waddles.
Oh, you moved up. I was like, I'm sorry. Dex save, you said?
Yep, dex save.
Dex.
We got an 18.
18 passes.
15.
15 passes.
Flint got a 19.
19 passes.
I'll roll for Wilfer.
Saving throw dexterity +5. 19.
That is 16 for Wilfer.
Okay. Everybody saves. Yay! Woo! Nobody's constrained.
We're all right. We're all right.
Yeah, you guys are
Hello,
all right.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. So it is going to
Hello,
be.
Hezilleon.
Everybody's going to take 5 points of slashing damage, though. That's the
We're all right.
that's the reduced damage.
Still not great. That's still pretty good damage.
I got resistance to slashing right now, so I take 2.
Are any of those guys that took damage within 5 feet of me?
Zane.
No, Zane's far away.
Zane's.
Okay.
Zane didn't take damage
I'm
anyways.
pretty sure that Waddles.
Oh, Zane was too
took
far away.
5 damage.
Yeah.
Well,
So
so
he bamps out.
I will say, is Waddles in your arms, or is he on the ground?
I think. I mean, like technically, he's been like crawling on my shoulder and stuff.
I was going to say, since he's not a physical target touching the ground, Waddles.
I think he's.
Waddles is
Well,
safe.
technically, I described it as he's also like in his shell, which is one of the turtle duck's abilities is retreat.
Yep.
So
Wells is
provide partial cover, 3/4 cover. I don't know.
Yep.
We can work that out.
We'll work that out. As of right now, Waddles being on you. This was a ground attack, basically roots coming up and piercing through, slashing. So Waddles will be fine this time around. Passive phase Echo. One creature is moving up towards it and is swinging it on at it. It's a 17 and a 14 now.
17 hits.
Toast.
Yep. It's gone.
I don't think I can. If I delete this, I might delete you.
Just move it,
Just move it out of the way for now, because I'm going to resummon it anyway.
I'm going to just move it to my GM later, so it's gone. But that should be all mine. Between Hull and Flint, who has the higher dex?
+1.
+2.
So, alright, Waddles and Flint, you guys are on one with Hull and
I'm just gonna have. I think I'm gonna have Waddles just continue to retreat, just stay in the shell.
Waddles is a Pokemon. Start saying that so.
He's a lover, not a fighter. And I will just decide what I want to do here within 2 seconds.
I'm going to put Waddles in the GM later for now since he's hiding basically.
I'm gonna. What's the distance on that?
He's 10 feet from you. The one from you two.
Okay, I got it's a 15-foot cone if I use burning hands, so I don't want to. I'm gonna step forward so that I don't hit Wilford or anybody in my party, and I'm just a little annoyed that somebody's already tried to kill my turtle duck for the second time today, and I'm gonna grip the wand and kind of swing it around my finger almost like it's a pistol. And then I'm going to hold it out and cast Burning Hands, which is an ability that I have as a fire gymnast. And I'm going to torch this motherfucker. Cool.
Yeah.
So Burning Hands is Dex save of 12.
So 5.
Failed. So that is 3d6. 11 fire damage, plus an extra 2 because of my wand.
Nice. Extra 2. Just enough. How do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah. Nice. Everybody's super weak fire.
So just for an extra flare, it's coming from my hands as opposed to my spell deck. This is more of a racial thing. So I'm going to take out a matchstick, put it in my mouth, and then when I grab the pistol, it ignites on its own and then just releases the energy from my hand through the wand. It just kind of ignites it.
Okay. Interesting. As this ignites him, what normally would burn like wood, essentially, this is not the same. This is like the kind of the magical sulfur that you smelled earlier. These are living plants in a way, but they do not burn like your typical wood or anything like that. They basically will just char and ash away and have like very vampiric like where it's just a pile of ash now on the ground though.
I'll just kind of rub my boot on some of the ash, and I don't think I have a bonus action with no not. So, for movement, I'm just gonna kind of sidestep Hezilleon and just kind of get on the other side of him and call that a day.
Hollow, you're up with Wilfor on deck.
Do you want me to go roll or something? Because you sold out. They have 10 foot of reach. So if Hollow understand that, you think
No,
so?
that was a DM mistake.
So I'm gonna pop back 5 feet, staying within their reach because he walked right up to me, and I'm gonna throw a firebolt at his face. So I'll be all fair here.
Yep, no, that's fine.
It's 18 hit.
18 hits. Cool.
And add my intelligence modifier once for the attack. So that would be 8 fire damage. We pop back, cast fireball, and summon up my shield as I hunker down. That's all I got.
Alright. Who's covering for Wilfor?
Oh.
Where's your
It's
hat?
me.
Where's your backwards hat?
Where's
Yeah.
your hat?
Hold that action.
Every time he's over Travis, he always have that backwards hat.
Oh, jeez.
It is required.
It ruins the
There we go.
neutron look, though.
Alright.
Alright. I think Wilfer is going to step forward.
And hold an action.
No, he's got tree right in front of him that needs to be smacked, and he's going to use it kind of like a training dummy. You know, like the
Hell yeah.
Muay Thai training dummies, and
Yep.
use his quarterstaff and quickly smack it before. So let's see if he actually gets a hit in.
That's only not one face to me.
Yeah,
Nice try,
that
buddy.
is a natural one. That's the same guy that rolled me a nat 20. So
As
this isn't like
The dice
I was
give it,
gonna
and
say-
the dice take it away.
As the quarterstaff comes down, Wilfor, coming out of his meditation state, this is like his wake-up call, basically. He's like, oh shit, I'm awake. Because as it hits, the vines like start wrapping around it and pull it out of his hands. And now the creature has his weapon.
Wilfer is
that's my
unarmed.
stick. That's my stick. And he's gonna
Fury of blows.
bonus action flurry blows for a key point.
Yeah, walk up to him for that one, though. Still 5 feet away.
That's cocked. I'm glad that's cocked because that was between a 1 and a 13.
Maybe it has to be ever in your favor.
Alright, so that is going to be a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Nice. And then I'll roll the second one. In the damn box. And that's an 18 to hit.
Cat's gonna have to teach you how to land in the box.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is going to be 5. The second one is another 4.
9 points.
Yep, 9 points.
Got it. It is bloodied. So, with these unarmed strikes, as you punch through, I will say it will drop the staff, but it is currently on the ground in front of it.
Technically, this is an action to pick it up off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. That would be Wilbur's turn because he is engaged with this one. It's not like a little bit.
Hopefully he's more upset about fire than Wilfer's punches. God, I don't want Wilfer to die, but we'll see what happens.
And perhaps
She's just watching you very closely.
she got to observe the dice box.
Leave.
Torque and passive effect.
Mhm.
So this one rolls into Zane's light. I'd say roll, like literally the ground rolls over and then bursting out. You see this vine, and as it does, basically the same thing that just happened a moment ago. These things are going to slash out from underneath. So I'm going to need my window to come back.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, Dex saving throw.
Ooh. Nat 20.
Nat 20 saves.
Alright, that is a 19 from Torque.
Both of you are saving.
Sick.
So nobody is becoming restricted, and I rolled very poorly on damage. It's going to be two points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Ending their turn. Passive, you're up. Let's work on deck.
Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this tree, and with my speech of beast and leaf, I can talk to this plant. And I'm going to tell it, fuck you, there is no chance you are not turning into a pile of ash. Just go away. Trying to intimidate the tree.
Okay.
Intimidate the tree.
And I have advantage on that charisma check if I make one.
It's a 9.
So roll against it. That is a 16.
Thing technically has a mouth, but does not speak back.
I couldn't understand it anyway. I can only talk to him.
You can talk to him, but can't talk back.
Yeah, it's a weird feature.
It's a skittle for bombs.
Do I notice any change in the tree's behavior?
Moonwalking.
Okay, it's leaving?
You walking trees and
It is like as it had just rushed and basically lashing out. As it does and stints back, you can see it slowly,
Yeah, I realized it did next to nothing.
Yeah,
So,
slowly
like,
backing.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I see that one off to the upper right?
Dark vision.
Yeah.
It did attack. Yeah.
Or no, I don't have dark vision. My bad.
Okay.
But it did attack my echo, so I have
it
an
attacked-
idea of where it is.
Correct.
Okay. So, I will manifest my echo behind it. And attempt to slash that bastard.
You didn't specify one behind.
I know, I was like,
That is a 16.
16 hits.
Ooh, for 5 slashing damage.
Your echo is seen.
Hmm?
I said your echo is seen.
Yeah.
oh, if I felt. Get stabbed.
Dun, 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 dun,
And yeah, I'm just gonna hang where I am.
hiding, not hiding, but like staying in the light as your echo reaches out. Torque, you are up.
Alright. Torque is going to kind of move in front of the little tree right here that's running away.
I knew this was happening.
Me too.
I knew it was coming.
I knew he was going to do it. It's Torque.
Torque is going to rage. Alex, do you want to roll the d8 for this?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hey, most of our wild barbarians, wild magic is good.
Yeah,
It's
as
also
opposed to the
good.
sorcerers.
Yeah. We don't cast a little fireball on yourself.
Oh, magic, let's go.
It's a 1.
Is it a 1?
What does that mean?
That's the one thing we didn't want to roll.
Is it
Of course it is.
grass
Long
based?
distance, man.
I'm going to need a con save from everyone besides that one enemy at the very bottom.
Yikes.
Roll a con save from everyone.
I'll do it.
23.
Anything under a 12 is a fail.
Okay, well, I got like a 24, so.
Anything under, so 12 is the DC?
Well, this is the DC.
Alright, I got
I got 5.
I was about to do some arcane reflection, but I just made it. Do you want me to roll for waddles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvey, let's see.
I feel like he should get advantage in the shell.
I don't know, it depends on what the spell is.
Is it?
Well,
What is it?
He rolled a 14.
Yeah.
It's like a sunburst or something. Was all blind.
Loafer
So
and
they're
Zane both got 12 exactly.
So they pass.
damn.
So passively failed, and what about the 2 freeze?
Fail too.
I didn't fail.
Oh,
The one.
I got a 23.
who got the 2 then?
Nobody.
Fail.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Zale was the one that failed.
Oh.
And the one in front of you.
Fail.
The one in front of you rolled a 12. And the one farther away by passive phase echo rolled a 19.
Okay,
Oh, well, pass phase echo.
cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll for my echo.
Echoes
So
are
right now
pretty
you've only nuked Zale so far.
If it's a condition, echoes are immune to like blind, death, and all
Hmm.
that.
This is straight up a big blast coming out of Torque.
Yeah, they were basically getting fireballs, man.
I didn't know there was a big. Oh, it doesn't hurt Tor, but it hurts everything else around him. Okay.
It doesn't matter if the echo saves them. They only have 1 HP.
Well, I mean, it might not take any damage on a pass though. It depends.
No, it doesn't do any damage on a pass.
Okay. Yeah.
It
So
passed.
Zale's the only one's hurt then. We're fine.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Okay. He's only taking 4 damage. So as
What's
Torque
that?
goes to rage, y'all see nothing but shadowy tendrils just erupt from his body,
That one.
seeking out everyone within a 30-foot radius.
Jeez.
Azel's the one to get hit with this 4 damage, and Torque's gaining 4 life.
Nice. What kind of damage is it?
It is narcotic.
Narcotic! Whoa!
Hey, no, we can.
Narcotic damage. I'm liking where this campaign's going.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Give him that
Yeah.
spice.
That's such a good fluff, Cameron.
All the HP that I get, if it goes above my max HP, it becomes temporary hit points.
So you get 2 back and 2 temp.
Yep. And with that being my bonus, we're going to attack the one in front of me with a reckless attack.
Torg, I looked at this subclass multiple times before, so that's why this sounded wrong. You know what's every character creature of your choice, right?
It's his first time doing it. We're keeping it.
For the future, it's every character of your choice.
It's the first time Torch has done this. I was going to say, therefore, he doesn't have control of it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We
That's
did
what
it. We did.
clarify.
We did it with Passive Phase Echo the first time.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I think it's more fun this way. I want to make sure it's known. You don't have to hurt anybody in the future.
It's more fun that way, though.
It is more fun that way.
Hurt everyone.
Well, what is what he chooses, I'm just gonna flavor it as, did you really have to do that?
I never looked into playing this barbarian class before, so I was like, I don't think that doesn't feel right.
Alright, so we'll get to the dialogue here in a second. Let's see, that's going to be a... Oh, that's going to be a nat 20 on that great exit.
yep, that's gonna hit.
Just man right away. Tree right away.
That's going to be 17 damage. Slashing.
And you will die alone.
I warned it. I warned the trees.
Didn't really give it a chance to run away, though. Just
It's bloody.
getting murdered after that.
And bloody, I mean, you literally are ripping through the left side of this thing. Left arm basically just drops, and half of its leg that's holding it as it's attempting to like I said, it was backing up. It is slashed arm and part of its leg, and it's like dropping to like
You
a knee.
ruined the moonwalk.
Yeah.
I see
Son
like
of a
the
bitch.
tendril coming off the torque right now, just like going all over this tree too. Like this, it doesn't do any more damage. This is
Yeah.
purely flavor right now. But like the tendrils are just kind of like going for the tree as like an intimidation thing.
Alright.
And that would be all for torque.
Ending Torque's turn. You, Flint. He's no. Well, we're gonna do this instead. From behind a tree, and the top of initiative, a white orb is going to start flying forward.
They're like frying the tree. Another tree comes out.
No.
Something much worse.
I'm not going to grab the spell or anything like that, but essentially, right, I was going to say there's a new light source bursting out. Let's do. Can I actually do it?
You can do whatever you put your mind to, Alex.
I believe in myself. I'm kind of going to start
I think
like.
I can.
We'll throw it like right here as it's like gliding forward. It's coming from this way, and yeah, there's a new light source that just came out of nowhere, and this is now floating. There is a bright white orb of light.
Is this anything I've seen before?
Zale, you're up.
Well, questions for later, I guess. I'm going to take one step forward and look down at Torque because I'm much larger than he is. Blended power, my friend. And then I'm going to swing it over like straight over the first head. Recklessly, because
That's the point of raging.
Torque's safety is none of my concerns, so I'm recklessly just going to swing it right over his head.
Okay.
You're so salty. Yeah, I hate when that's channel tendril.
Yeah.
That's a 23 to
23
hit.
hits.
This tree's not escaping.
Moonwalking is nowhere.
Moonwalking straight to hell.
12 slashing damage.
Oh,
The left side of this creature was already gone. How does it look as you're making the final slash on this thing?
I think just flare. I'm gonna as I walk up to Torque, I'm gonna put my hand on his head and like push him down a little bit and just cut down.
Okay. Yeah, as you like decapitate, slash through this thing, the half of it rolls on the ground, hits the bog water, and kind of sinks into it. But yeah, and then the rest of its body collapses.
I mean, it didn't turn to
That's how you
that.
do it. And it's a 25 movement left. Gotta be quick about it. Nice chat, Torque. Yeah, we're coming down here. Good. And I'll be kinder to Wolfer. I won't push him down, but I'm still gonna swing over Wolfer's head.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Or oh nope, that's the bonus attack. I only get 1d4 on that one. So 9, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 9. Yep, 9 down. 9 down.
Alright, Wilfor has just dropped his staff a second ago as you're rushing over. This thing is dying as well. Tell me what this looks like as the staff's in front of him.
I think so they had like staff in like its arms or something.
It just dropped it. It just dropped it a second ago.
Oh, it just dropped it a second ago.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna cut straight down like where its arms are. Cleave its arms, but also cut through it.
Okay.
No stealing.
That was my line, damn it.
Swiper, no swipe.
Okay.
I'm totally picturing Knuckles from, like,
No, steal.
No, Steve. The Master Emeralds.
Deceive it.
Oops. There's always such a guy, con of Eggman every single time he shows up.
Alright. As you cut through this creature,
Zane, holding that light still, you were up.
I'm going to go 15, 20 feet right here, putting that last tree into the light. I'm going to say, you want to die like your friends?
I'll translate.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are yelling at trees.
I know.
At blight trees.
I mean, it makes sense for passive at least because she talks to trees. Everyone else not so much.
So, yeah, it's just mockery.
You hear the god tree on the wind. Like leaves tussling in the wind. That's a 6.
Fail.
We found your perfect enemy, trees.
Yep. Stay in the damn box. 2 damage.
2 damage.
But also disadvantage on their next attack.
Anything else there, Zane?
There's no point using the word inspiration, so I'm gonna end it there.
Alright. This one. Good thing its attacks aren't always necessary, you know. We'll move here. We're just stepping away from the arco. Negative 7.
Can I do that?
You can do an action attack from your
Oh yeah, I do have opportunity attack for my echo.
Yep.
15.
15 hits.
That's gonna be 13 slashing
Hey,
damage.
you roll X?
Yes.
Damn.
As this thing steps away, it's slashed in the back. It starts unraveling, but it's going to start planting its arms into the ground. Zane, Pasiphae, and Torque. I'm going to have you guys roll me that deck save.
Oof.
You don't have advantage as a fighter?
On strength and constitution.
19 for a
It
tour.
was a con? No, deck save.
It's a deck save.
I
It
got
was kind of Torx things, right?
a nat 4.
It's a fail.
22.
22 passes. My passes are going to take 5 points of slashing damage.
So I'm taking 10.
It's at 11. Yeah, it's at 11. It's 11 damage, and this thing, as it's back, is just unraveled and is actually sapping your life away. And basically, these vines attach to you in a way that you're not restrained, but you can feel your life essence being drained out of it, and it starts to. It's bulking up basically. Its back regrows, and it's healing off of this. So as you just did damage to it, it's healing off of you. But that is its turn.
Bitch.
Flint, you are up with Hollow on deck.
Well, I think this kind of thing requires a little bit of accuracy, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile at first.
Okay.
9 damage on the one remaining. Just popping out 3 cards and decisively sending.
It's back to being bloodied.
And then I'm going to get closer to the light and just kind of
Technically in front of you.
away from whatever that orb is. Can I sense not necessarily like an arcane, but can I do like an insight to see if it's friendly? Question mark.
Do an insight check.
Let's. 14.
14. You've seen flavored and people do it over your years of study. This is the light spell. Like it's just the cantrip light. Like literally, it's just a floating orb. It's non-hostile and it is a form of light. So.
Interesting.
But who did
Perhaps
it?
like light spell plus telekinesis, but then they're both constant. I'm just like overthinking it to myself, and that's my turn.
Hollow, you're up.
Go for it.
Just running around this giant Hulk.
Gosh, get out of the way, man!
Running past like ankles, kicking them slightly.
Because you're a plasma. I know you're technically like. What are you wearing anything? No, right?
Yeah, no, I am. I have like no, like I don't ever watch long. I'm wearing like boots and.
I just think Osmosis Jones, where you can run through them and like split and then reform. Like
That would be cool.
yeah.
Maybe someday I'll get some fancy clothes. Let me do that.
You're just Donald ducking it.
Yeah.
No, I'm wearing actual clothes. Don't have too many weird looks. But then it'll run past kicking Zale in the slingshot and then throwing a firebolt. I'm probably gonna miss 10.
10 does miss.
That's all I got then.
Okay. Ending your turn. Hat back on. Wolf, where is up?
Hat back on. Wilfer is going to kind of like step on the edge of his staff, kick it up, catch it, and start running at this tree.
Okay.
This Wilfer has 40 feet of movement, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna go
Back on.
right between Zane and Pasiphae. He's gonna go right between Zane and Pasiphae and get like a jumping strike down the staff at this tree.
The staff leaves his hands once again.
Yeah. You just wasn't upgrade with these trees.
That's an 18.
18.
Hit.
Yep, that hits.
Wow, I rolled a whole 4 damage.
Good swing of 4 damage, but it is still standing.
And bonus action punch. Just normal punch.
Alright. Draw.
It's going to be a 21.
Yep.
For 5 more damage. You get better damage with the punch.
You did do better damage with a punch. And I'm trying to. How do you flavor it? Unarmed strike to kill.
So there's just one punch, it just shatters under the
Yeah.
force.
Basically, he smacks it, the wood bark starts to splinter a bit, and then he hits that splinter and it shatters.
Ooh, you do that? Or you like shove the staff in and then with the other punch you'll just shove it through the tree.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that one. But yeah, this one, as you basically punch through, like force key palm, and just the thing just rips apart, and the tree roots go back, descending back out into the ground. And the creatures.
That's some dead wood.
Got some dead wood.
Also, I like how Wilfer has gotten his first kill and he's not even here.
It's how we always knew it would happen.
Yeah.
Alright, sound off if you're dead. Everyone good?
All good.
I'm dead.
Well, I expected that.
When you say that, Torque's over here, all these tendrils just like popping out. I'm like, I'm not sure.
He looks like Venom.
Pretty much. Just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Torque, what's going on there? Do you need help? Are you in trouble?
Let's just push those things back in.
You lash out some people as you want to just walk around? Does it happen more than once?
And I would say as the rage starts ending, like they'll start shrinking back into Torque, and Torque is like super uncomfortable with this, and he's like, "What is going on?"
That can't be healthy for you.
Wasn't exactly healthy to me.
Of course, I'd be like, "Azelle, are you okay? I didn't mean for those to hit you. This power's still new to me."
Oh, of course. I am a true warrior. I am fine. No worries, brother.
Good.
But if we could avoid doing that, again, it's kind of creepy.
Yes, maybe I'll just stand further away next time I attempt something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm a lot of faith, with these people.
Ooh.
I do kind of think it's funny that Torque did hit the biggest target out there.
It's true. You did hit the biggest guy out there. You can't blame him for that.
Literally the only target he hit.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. No, I can hit you.
Well, you are the
Have to use your furrow guy to see if you can figure out what's wrong with these trees.
It's
You
the blight.
fucking mind.
You get more instinct from inside the trees. Now there's giant holes in them. Like maybe it has a heart or something.
Is there anything?
Hmm?
Or is it just ash and splinters?
Ash and splinters, but I will have two things happening at once. One will be the light source that was just summoned. Will start rising up and hits the peak top of the canopy and just keeps rising out and you don't see it anymore. But as this does so, you will hear a small faint whisper, all of you gushing through the wind. You're not welcome. The blight will find you. Leave if you want to live, or if that source of light goes out, you all will be dead by nightfall. This is my warning. I'm not here to help you. But I'm telling you for your own survival. This force is not your friend.
Never heard that before.
And as it does that, everybody make me... Let's do an investigation check.
Investigation.
7.
3.
18.
Also a 7.
Wilfer is just like, sorry, Wilfer first. That was a nat 1.
Oh, yeah.
Again. So he's just like staring at his staff, like making sure it's okay.
Yeah.
Much better for Zane. 30-20.
3 to 20. Okay.
Zane with the brains.
I don't have flinch round, right?
Yeah.
I'll do it like this. You're gonna draw a card.
Draw a card. Alright.
Interesting. Okay. Very interesting.
If that's my D20 you still have.
It's actually kind of funny because it looks like just a basic stick.
Oh.
So the highest was my 20. There is an item on the ground that is going to be picked up. Zane, you are finding, as you guys are looking at your feeding and bearing, basically, there is a staff made of a hollowed wood. Literally, like, it looks like the most basic looking staff ever.
It is a stick.
It looks like a stick. And that's right. It's really funny. That's what you find on the ground.
Guys, I found a stick.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, Zane.
This one's different.
You find a didgeridoo, you are an art.
It is, yeah, it is hollowed wood. It has almost like what used to be thorns on it, but removed back. But you found some sort of staff until it gets basically identified on the ground.
Snazzy.
This is a cool stick.
Zane found a stick.
That's why it's really funny. Out of everything that could have been drawn out of that, that's the
It's a
one.
stick.
The one thing.
Alright, guys, where do we go from here? We want to keep heading towards the smoke?
We're gonna talk about that crazy voice we heard first.
Yeah.
You know, it did say the forest is not a friend of ours. Zane, I think you should light the forest on fire, because I'm not a friend of it.
It did seem to imply that we need to
I'm
keep the
also
lights
not a
on.
friend of being surrounded by fire at all.
Let's kind of keep it focused. Focus fire if we need to.
It looked like we get fire out the inside.
This is a very interesting stick. Here, take a look at it for me, Flint.
I'll take the camera.
It's the stickiest stick we've ever sticked.
It is the very stickiest stick you could ever stick.
The best sticky stick.
Yep.
I'll
You
look
guys
it over.
have no idea how much the stick was.
I'm gonna light my
Like,
torch, by the way,
fight?
Alex.
I don't have the capabilities to automatically understand the properties of something, but I can look it over and see if I might recognize any traits of it. I still gotta, and I do a fancy little with my wand and be like, I still don't know the full capabilities of this, but I got the understanding of it. But I can take a look at it and see if I can understand any properties of it at all, or if I'm gonna have to maybe identify a scroll and learn how to. We're obviously gonna be finding more magical items, so
I don't know,
if we can figure out what they do or what their value is, then it might be a necessary thing. But in the meanwhile, I can just take a look at it.
I've also seen quite a few sticks. Maybe I can help.
Shaped like a gun. Pew, 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 pew. It's super fun.
Those are fun sticks.
We all turn into little children, like playing with sticks. Al, do you want any kind of roll if I can figure out what this is? Know anything about it?
And I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Because it is magical in the sense that I can maybe give you like this school property based off of what you're like emanating off of it. And so if you want to do an Arcana check.
Sure. Get just attuned to it and hope it's not cursed.
21.
21. Transmutation is the school magic that is basically aura off of this. And one other thing. Let me double check. Yep. It is transmutation. Okay. It seems like a lower level magic. I will say within, like, you sense that it's not a very strong magic, but it is of a transmutation.
Alright, and I share that, openly. I have that information. Would you like to hold on to it or perhaps try and activate it, or do you want me to hang on to it?
I mean, I'll hold on to it. I can see if I can activate it.
Can I take a
You're
look?
magically inclined, right? You sort of. You don't read books or anything, you just talk a lot of shit and people die as a result.
Oh yeah, I just started talking shit one day, and the guy fucking had like blood from his eyes, and,
That's fantastic. I'm gonna have to learn some of that. Maybe I can find a book on it.
I don't have eyes.
But yeah, I hand over the staff, of course, and it's kind of have Waddles come back out of the shell and just kind of have Waddles kind of scuttle around the ground near me, but like kind of looking around. He's got some good eyes, so wanted to kind of look around and see if he can spot anything unusual, see if there's any more threats.
I'm gonna go find like a random stump and like try and activate this.
Follow you are my next
Yeah, I got 8, dude.
highest roll. As you guys are trying to keep your bearings within the light, I will say after looking over this stick, it has piqued your attention as well. Leaning on a tree that looked like there is this staff
Ooh, ouch. Very interesting.
that blended in so much that
Also blends in very well to our surroundings.
Lots of sticks.
a lot of sticks, but weirdly shaped sticks.
Really shaped sticks.
Alright. That's fine, because that's what I drew as well.
I was like, alright, well.
Added all the things in there.
Sticks. Two
Six.
sticks that would blend in a forest jungle thing. I'm just
So
gonna.
are these the same size? Are they like staff size then?
Whoa. Who said I showed you my stick?
Oh.
You show everybody your stick.
They're both considered staff size.
Whoa.
But yes.
Just
Okay.
Everyone's seen your stick.
I mean, I'm at a show with a stick. That is also one, I don't care. I don't think Hal would care. And two, there's no way to hide it because it's a stick.
Yeah.
Paulo, you're familiar with, you're a very smart individual as well. Are you familiar with with arcane? Should we
Oh.
look at this maybe together?
I can take a crack at it, but I'm actually not that familiar with arcane. You see these magical powers? It's all raw, natural talent, baby. I'm talented in force magic, and that is it.
Well, it's still impressive. I've had to spend many years, learning how to scrape runes into a playing card.
I got a couple base low ones. I can do a little light spell, I can do a force firebolt, but most of it's just like, ha!
I've seen a lot of sticks, guys. Can I take a look?
You can look at the stick.
With your permission, Al, we could both, maybe me and Hollow could both look at that.
The new one?
I'm looking at it as well.
Everyone look at the stick, I guess.
Thanks, guys.
I'm just waiting for the nat 20 from Pastor. Like, oh, I recognize this.
Me too.
Shit.
Everybody look at the stick. Roll me Arcana.
That was the wrong.
It's more like a 5.
Not great. 14.
And that one. No one knows what this stick is.
Stick's a mystery. This is like doors all over.
Alright, I will just hold on to this stick. We'll figure it out later.
This stick, as you look over, I would say none of you guys are able to identify anything besides it is a spiraling branch of a swamp oak. It wields like a magic quarterstaff in a way, but yeah, it's considered like a staff. But yeah, it's from a swamp oak. It's the wood.
Alright, well,
So we're just gonna collect sticks.
we got 2 sticks from the
Scary,
forest.
shadowy swamp. This is fun. This is fun.
I was going to try and activate my stick, pointing at a stump.
Okay. Roll me.
D100.
A death save.
Even better.
I transmute you to
Are you
a
sitting?
toad.
Are you sitting down right now?
Oh god.
I'd say I would like be leaning down, not sitting, because we're kind of in like swampy areas.
Just like leaning us along, like swish and flick. Sometimes it's a staff, so swish and
Yeah.
flick.
Yeah.
Expelliarmus.
Like knee high in water.
Pajama, 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 pajama.
Make me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Well, actually,
Tossed.
let's make this a save. Let's do
Staff of halflings leaning.
yeah, we're gonna make this a strength save.
Oh boy, I'm so good at those.
I know, that's why I did it.
You just like toss like 4 spells out and then throw in him back, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 straight on the die for an 18 total.
Cool. Good.
The reason why I asked you if you were sitting or not, because I needed to know if you were in that squatting position or not.
I was like squatting down, like pointing at a stump with it.
Okay. We are going to say this thing, because you're not attuned to it, magic is not working properly, but you essentially are casting the jumping spell at once on yourself and pushing yourself backwards. And you're launching into the air, and you guys all of a sudden
Jesus.
see.
There
you
you
guys
go.
see Zane
I was really hoping for that.
jump, and basically I'm pushing you way over here as you are launching backwards. As this thing, like, you're holding it on, and you go flying backwards. Tumbling on the ground. You don't take any, I was like, you roll through the ground basically, but it's not enough air for you actually to get damage. But yeah, you are throwing yourself backwards from the jump spell.
The jumping stick.
He's really strong. No, I was like, a jumping stick from the distance.
It's a photo stick.
Pasiphae is going to look for cool sticks now.
We're not gonna randomly mess with my swamp one. I'm keeping that one on my back. No one touch it until I figure out what it does. That was stupid, Zane, but you didn't die.
Yeah, until we
Clint's gonna shout out real quick. He's just gonna be like, "You okay back there, grasshopper?"
He deserves his bumps if he got any.
I'm fine.
Can Pasiphae find any cool looking sticks?
Was there a roll on investigation?
You know, you were
Oh,
early.
it's like a 5.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be magical, just a cool looking stick.
Oh, sure. If you want to find a cool looking stick, pass it.
I do. And I'm going to pretend it's magical.
Describe what kind of stick you grab.
like the quintessential cool looking walking stick.
Oh, walking stick.
I was thinking like hilt, guard, sword, stake, sword.
Pasiphae's
staff.
perception of what cool looks like to you guys is the most. This stick looks basic. Somehow she found one that is more basic than this one, but this is the coolest stick she's seen.
Pretty cool, right, guys?
I think there might just be a plank of wood from the bow.
It's like a half log.
It's just
it is half a tree.
I'm gonna stick it on my back.
Pasiphae, you can add basic stick to your inventory.
I'm gonna do it.
That stick is going to come back.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Please take out something with improvised weapons from the pit.
100%.
It's a little bit of home, I suppose.
Alright. But Zane, with this light, your light was, how was it produced?
It was a candle.
Okay, I'm gonna say your candle goes out though as you land.
Fair.
Yeah, fair.
So.
I'm going to quickly wipe off the wick and relight it.
Wipe off the swamp juice.
Yep.
Swamp juice.
And everybody will start hearing the crackling of the trees around you.
I'm gonna once again produce flame and get my light source back out, knowing that it takes an action now to dispel it, because I didn't realize that last time. Well,
I mean, you have two hands. It can be held in one hand, so.
I just don't want to bend the rules.
If I remember correctly, with Produce Flame, you can still cast other spells. You just can't concentrate on another one.
Okay. It was just the wording of it. It was like,
And you technically don't have to hold it in your hand either, because Kamara was always thinking where it popped out at.
Yep.
Because she mainly used it as a light source.
That makes sense
It was
for
just
flaming
wording
using
of
cards.
the spell ends if you dismiss it as an action.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, okay. So, okay.
Once you
I'm
cast it with
basically
concentration spells,
using
all
it as
magic
a light
falls
source.
off.
I mean, I could throw it if I need to, but I'm mostly just using it for the light aspect.
Hey Zane, you remember where we were going? Think you find that fire again? Or do we need to throw you again?
Well, he can throw himself now.
I mean, I have a good sense of the direction we were headed. I mean,
You and Pasiphae should lead the way.
Yep.
Zane, I was gonna say, Zane, how confident are you saying that?
Okay.
He sounded pretty confident.
I know.
He did.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with it.
But then again, he's always confident.
Yeah, that's part of my charm.
Sure.
Moving forward, with your lights produced, going deeper into the forest.
I'm back on Torque's shoulder again.
While you do that, Torque is really, really confused about his new power. Like, he's never had nothing really magical before, and the fact that he just sprouted tendrils from all over his body is getting to him. So as you're up there riding, you just hear Torque just mumbling to himself, what the fuck was that? Can I even
Okay,
do that
Torque.
again?
It's okay.
I'm
Torque.
gonna-
Everybody has a point eventually where they begin to change.
You might find yourself looking at girls differently. It's okay.
Yeah.
Wolford will put his hand on his shoulder. Or boys.
There's a dance club I should take you to.
Story for Torque.
Maybe.
I'll just telepathically say to Tor, I see what you're going through, and it has been a lot of weird changes between your hand and then this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about his hand.
But,
Oh, I forgot about the game.
but we'll make sure that you're safe, and we'll figure this out as we go. I've never seen any kind of weird magic like that, but I've heard that barbarians can sometimes channel weird things when they get angry.
Taking all this into account, Torque is still going to kind of stay quiet. It's a lot to take in all at once.
I remember this one short barbarian I knew, I've heard about, who summoned the ghosts of his dead ancestors.
Well, that would be awful. You're already mad as hell, and I gotta listen to your old in-laws shout.
You never heard of them. They helped him fight and like protect his friends.
Look at it.
Didn't he have a weird like mechanical wooden friend that would throw him?
You guys are just obsessed with throwing each other. You guys Connie's.
Fun.
Saying you were a Connie, weren't you? That makes the most sense. You're the one that they fired out of the cannon.
I was never a Connie. That was my cousin.
Never even been to prison.
Can I get an insight check on that?
Yeah, you can insight check it.
I think Flint's been to prison also.
I think section 1, I was like, you ever been to prison?
I think he worked on a shrimp boat, personally.
You know, that's an 8 for an insight to see if Zane was actually a Carney or not.
Valuable use of our time, right?
I know, right?
You gotta get to know
We need to know information.
Don't tell them what you roll, just tell them what number you got. Don't want to give it away.
Yep, that's going to be 24.
Torque wants to believe that you were a Carney.
With his magical powers, Torque might alter your past.
Yeah, maybe you'll make me a Carney.
Turn you with disbelief, turn you into a...
He accidentally cashes wish. Just turns you into fucking Carney.
Turn this clown.
When should I do something with this card, by the way? I don't even know what it is, Yo. Yeah.
You'll do something with the card when I have everybody roll me. Not everybody, but the people that haven't found anything yet. Sorry. So Flint, you've pulled here. So I'm doing the 4 that basically aren't here. So, so Hezilleon, Torque, Flint, and Wolfwar. Everybody roll me a d20. Roll me a d20. Just 5 d20.
19 for Wilford.
I had to explain magic items on this ground of the forest. I said I should have complained they were getting cool items. I'm thinking like maybe it's a trap. Maybe they're all cursed. That's what I'm trying to think through here.
What was it, Torque?
That was 3 for Torque.
Torque, you have my cool stick. I'm not, like I said, I don't have talent for normal magic.
I got a 6.
My stick is too cool for you guys, sorry.
And what am I missing? Hezilleon?
I got a 2.
Jeez, everybody rolling low as hell.
Well,
Wilford had 19.
Oh,
the 3
the guy that's not even here.
Alright, found some. Then Wolfer got lucky.
That'll be the time you expected us all to get low rolls.
Mhm.
So we'll fail again.
Nice with Flint. Interesting. I'm doing.
But what does it mean?
Alright.
DM's giving out curses for his birthday.
Yeah.
No.
As
One
you-
of you turns into a werebear.
As you guys are walking deeper and deeper into the forest, first person that found my first item, Zane, you hear a trickery little voice in your head. Do-da-do, you got the stick, you got the staff, have fun with that. Do-da-do, do-da-do. Hope you have fun with that. And as he says that and pops, you see a little tiny red panda's face blink in front of your face for a second and disappear.
Oh,
Fuck.
you got Cheshire Cats around.
What the fuck was that?
And you are instantly attuned to your weapon.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
You have what is considered the Staff of Vaulting.
Oh.
Staff of vaulting. It
Staff.
is a jumping stick.
Get jumped.
So this staff is made from length of hollowed wood. It has 7 charges. While holding it, you or a creature within 60 feet. You can use your reaction to expel 1 charge to cast Featherfall on them. While holding it, you also can use your action to expand a charge and cast this spell Jump. It gains 1d6 plus 1 expanded charges at dawn. If you expand the last charge, roll a d20 out of 1. The staff bounces higher in the air and disappears.
Just bouncy balls itself.
So you just fucking Icarus ball.
Gone.
That's not in D&D Beyond, is it?
No, it is not. It is literally an expansion pack of cards I bought. So
Guess you should just be in person because I know Alex is gonna hand me my card once I gotta find out what it is.
I will add it in though for anybody that gets these cards that aren't physically in there. So do.
Oh,
Everybody's hearing this at some point in time, just so you know.
I figured.
Hollow, as you're walking, you see tiny little red panda feet. Like walking next to you.
Just feet.
Just feet for a second. And as it's walking, it starts sinking into the swamp and they come back out, but then like it's like fucking with you in a way. And as he does so, do, isn't the swamp lovely? Here, have some swamp. And as he says that,
What the fuck?
literally the staff and like that was around
Yeah.
lands in your hand, and you are being forced attuned to
No.
the staff of the swamp.
Oh boy.
This staff is made of a spiraling branch. While wielding the magic quarter staff, you gain +1 bonus attack and damage made with it. You also gain +1 bonus to spell attacks made. It has 10 charges. While holding it, your action you can expand 1 or more of the following from the booklet. You have fume protection +2, 2 charges. Remove disease is 1 charge. Spells you can create or destroy water for 1. You can protection from poison for 2. Purify food and drink for 1, and then you can cast Stink Cloud for 3 charges. And then it has the actual way to get it back.
Nice. Oh boy.
So
Holy shit.
It's hard to find. Oh, fun.
You want to just send me a photo of that real quick, Alex, so I have everything for the session?
What is fume? Oh, fume as in like fume. I see.
yeah, I'll do that in just a second. I have to do everybody's do-da-doos.
Yep.
I guess it's +1 to attack rolls. So I don't use spells to attack. So
Passive will do you next since you have the card physically in front of you, and I can't read it. You'll have to read it in front of you. But you will see, as you're walking, because you physically didn't find this, you are walking, and then all of a sudden, you look down on your feet. Tell me what magically appear on your feet.
So I acquired some boots of elven kind.
oh, fun.
While I wear these boots, my steps make no sound, regardless of the surface I'm moving across. I also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently,
Yeah.
which is very weird because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
Your boots.
And we'll have
Your clinking will say, you'll start hearing the do-da-do, and as you do, you see little footprints that glow red in front of you that appear paw-like,
I reach out to grab.
and they're gone. But then you see on your feet all of a sudden these boots on your feet.
Fuck.
Do-da-do. Now you walk silently, you loud as fuck. Piece of love you. Gone.
That was weird, guys.
I don't think it's over yet.
Yeah, we're all going to see this fucking panda.
Everybody's slowly seeing more and more of this thing. Wolfor, I'm going to just tell you because I don't want to read the long one. Wolfor is having what once was a very small box appear in front of him and unravel and stop you guys for a second, and then you...
It's your item.
Yeah, it's your item. Keep it.
I mean, it's doing something kind, I guess. You know what it does, but...
Appear in front of him, a boat starts unfolding in front of and Wilford trips in it.
Jesus.
Folding boat is what Wilford has found. As he lands in the boat and tumbles in the red panda's middle section, all you see and then the tail swirling around. Silly man, what are you doing in this boat in the middle of land? And poofs away. Wow. Do you guys like this?
We are so cursed. We are so screwed.
So
It
cursed.
is so cursed.
Do-da-do. Torque, you are next. Do you have anything currently in your hand?
It's actually no.
Okay.
Zane is on my shoulder, correct?
Yep.
Zane is on your shoulder. What hand are you normally predominant in?
That would be the right. My only normal hand right now.
Your left hand.
Toad hand.
Feels a hand grasp it, and that same face a second ago of this red panda turns and looks up at you. Do-da-do. Ta-do for you. Here's a big ass fucking hammer.
Wow, Torque love it.
And your hand literally drops. It's super heavy as you are getting the giant slayer, a giant metal.
Oh,
Damn.
that's Torque
Yeah.
made out like a bandit.
+1 on attack rolls and damage with this weapon. When you hit a giant with it, they take an additional 2d6 of damage and must make a DC strength save on it or fall prone. For the purpose of the strength, the giant refers to any creatures of giant type, including ettins or trolls. Yep.
Nice.
You gotta send me a little thing of that so I can put that in.
So,
Hell yeah. Doc, I think that you might have just acquired a way of killing things more efficiently. How does that make you feel?
Oh, Flynn.
Or so,
How do you
like-
feel?
Trying to play with the weight of this thing.
Flint's not gonna like it.
Uh-oh, Flynn, I see the card. You're not going to like this.
What is it?
It looks heavy.
Before accepting my thing, I
Tradesies.
just kind of tap the shell of Waddles twice and just kind of have him pop his head back out to watch whatever the hell everybody else is watching.
Yeah, this thing is literally almost happening like simultaneously as you
Yeah.
guys are walking. Like you guys are fumbling into these items, and they're just appearing on you. And this little red panda is like super quick and conniving. Do-da-do, Flint. Adieu. You look cold. How about some big metal armor? Perfect
You can't cast spells anymore.
Wow, you're getting this beautiful piece right here forced on you.
Oh, Mariners armor.
Yep, you're getting
That's
You're getting a manners armor on you. So while wearing this armor, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Nice.
Additionally, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 HP, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. The armor is decorated with fish and shell motifs. But yeah, you are being forced to put on this ugly garment of a shell of armor. So
Luckily, Mariner armor can be any type of armor, so.
technically it can. So
Oh, so does it have to be? So make it
You said mariners?
yep.
make it cloth.
That's just manners. Okay, mariners. Alright.
Mariners is an actual armor in D&D.
Yep.
Beyond
Okay.
Yeah, same with Torque. The Giant Slayer is an actual weapon. It can be an axe or a sword, but weird in the axe for you.
Alright, I'll wait to add that in. So I don't know how that's gonna fuck with my.
Well, if you make it cloth armor instead of metal, you'll be fine. But if you decide to make it not cloth armor, you'll be in trouble.
But it is
Yeah, definitely cloth.
technically this is not. I was like, technically the Slayer and the armor are not are not attunements,
Oh, you take it off.
Yeah, see,
but they are being forced attuned to you as they are being held by some kind of magic. So
So you're not tunable, they're tuned anyways.
yes.
Excluding his boots. I don't think you're tuned boots either, do you?
Boots of Elven Kind are normally tuned.
Yep.
Are they?
And last but not least, Hezilleon, you, walking wise, you get the fabulous wind fan forming in your hand. Do-da-do, do-da-do. You need to cool off, molten man. Here, have this. And a giant wind fan will appear in your hands. Yes, perfect. He's already
There we
prepared.
go.
So yeah, while holding the fan, you can use your action to cast the Gust Wind spell. Yeah, once the fan is used, shouldn't be used again until dawn. Each time it is used again before that, it accumulates 20% chance of not working and tearing and becoming useless.
Oh, jeez.
But you have a magically attuned wind fan now attached to you, Hezilleon.
Very fitting of your personality.
Literally, this was based off of how you guys rolled. So, how you guys rolled and how I drew the last couple. And as the do-da-doos pass, you all have these items, like I said, forced upon you, and you finally see the full picture. I'm gonna pull the token out and just enlarge it. Of this little guy holding a light in front of him.
Aww.
This is what's been doing do-da-doos the entire time. He is wearing a small little overall jumpsuit in a way with a hood and pulls it back. You see a small coin on the front of it that looks very familiar. And as he does so, do-da-do, that light you hold in front shall be mine as trade for the wonderful gifts I've given you. Don't fear, you're near your cause. Find the light! Find the light! And as he does that, all your light sources are pulled away, and he pockets them, puts them into his little bag, and scurries away.
Can Torque pet him? Is he close enough to be petted?
He is already gone.
I'm assuming I didn't have mine now. I'm assuming I can't summon it now. I think I do the light cantrip. I just didn't have it, so we just stole all of it. My ability to cast it.
He stole my torch.
Everybody's light source.
I didn't have it summoned, so
Panda.
but it's fair. He stole it.
Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, he stole my ability to produce flame.
For the moment, yes.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I was hoping the loophole I didn't tell you have it stolen. That would be stupid because this guy's definitely Titan or something. So he definitely has overpowered us.
Now you guys are staying in the middle of the dark forest. What do you guys do?
We need to keep moving to that fire we saw earlier, or we're probably gonna die, depending on what that light said earlier. So we should get moving.
Who can see in the dark should not be on the outside of our formation.
I can see in the dark.
Quietly.
Do we have any other ways of
Dark.
producing light now that he's gone?
I try to light up my cantrip. Like I can't, even though I didn't have it out, I still can't summon it. He's blocking me completely.
I'm gonna find can I make out of I'm surrounded by sticks. Can I make a stick? Make a stick. Can I grab a stick and kind of rip off some cloth from my clothes because I'm not currently wearing them no more? Not the poncho, but just tear up some cloth and just try to make a makeshift torch out of it using a matchstick to light it.
It ignites. And you see the flame for a second, and then smothers out. Gone instantly.
Well, son of a bitch. I just throw the stick into the woods.
Al,
Mhm.
is this panda did I get it? I'm trying to think. Was this panda some fey creature? Because changelings are fey in origin, so I have some sense of the fey.
Some says
Above the tail.
some says yes, some says no.
Fucking tricksters.
Mm-hmm.
Those tricks are Titan wandering around somewhere. Maybe he's on this island.
Irony doesn't fall too short on me, and I'm just kind of looking at my outfit and how aquatic it is against my fire, dripping fire hair and everything. I'm just
You telling me I got this crazy magic quarterstaff that I can't get? I try to get a Wilfer, I just teleports back. I can't do anything with this.
Every time you try to throw it away, you start hearing it. Do. Yep, it starts playing over and over again. again.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just keeping this on my back, I guess.
Why does it feel like it's made out of hemp?
That shit was made for people with scales.
Alright, well,
I'll just elf and give myself scales.
we're on time limit now, so we should probably get moving.
How are you guys surviving with no light source?
I have dark vision, so I can lead the way a little bit, but I don't really know where we were going. I was in the back last time.
I know Passive Fate has dark vision as far as I'm aware. For Wolfstone. Torque to you.
Torque does not.
Oh, that was one person.
Look, I got you. What we'll do is
Wilford doesn't think. Wilford has dark vision as a Janata.
Yeah, Wilford does.
We'll do our telepathic bond while I look at the world through shades of red with 60-foot dark vision.
Oh, shades of red, huh?
It actually says that in the description, so fuck off.
Fire Dragon Dark Vision says shades of red? I thought it was shades of gray.
Yeah, dude. It's from... Hold on. It normally says shades of gray, but I think it's because of my Earth Genasi thing, because that's the only reason I have it. Hold on. Features and traits. Dark Vision. You can see in darkness shades of red up to 60 feet.
That's a cool flavor.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Does make sense.
Not just a flare.
Paulo, do you want me riding on your shoulder? Because I know the direction I can't really see as well as
My
you.
man, I am not big enough for you to ride on my shoulder. I am not Torque. I am tall but lanky.
That's fair.
You can ride on my shoulder, but it won't really help.
I don't think that Waddles has dark vision. He's got advantage on perception checks, but I don't think he has dark vision.
I'm not that great at like seeing things though, just in general. So I don't know if Wilford's better at perceiving things.
Yeah,
I don't think Ducks
Wilford can go in the back just so you can see our backside because Wilford has dark vision as well.
I'm just trying to.
So,
Man, if only
what
we had a compass and we knew which direction was no. It defeats us again.
That's true. Should be using our compass.
Don't have one. Story of our lives in both campaigns.
Yep, no compass.
We were not in Boy Scouts.
Well, hey, anybody got any new tricks that they want to test out in this forest to try and get us the hell out of here?
I mean, we just try to walk in the way Zane thinks that fire we saw was.
Okay. Do we know which direction the fire was from us when we landed?
Zane saw it.
Yeah, I'm confident in the direction we are heading.
Make her survival check,
Okay.
Jane.
Zane is confident.
Right.
And no one else has any reason to doubt except for maybe Passive, but it's also dark and she can't see.
Let's do our best to not die in this
Oh, boy.
forest.
The 16.
Okay, that's
Alright.
You guys are all following Zane?
Well, I'm leading, but Zane's telling me where to go.
And I'm right behind.
Orc is
Still up close to
the
the front.
first right now with Zane just up here. Oh, still here.
And I'll keep my echo up in front of Hollow just as potential fodder.
And it also falls in the cliff, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good. Don't go that way.
As you guys venture forward, that sulfur smell of the blight lines up because you pick up a different aroma.
Is it food?
It is a stinky flower.
Oh, it's corpse flowers. It smells like death.
It smells like death. It is different. Didn't say better, but different.
What different?
And as you start smelling this, the shrouded blight parts are pulled back, and you start smelling this more and more, and you start beginning to hear chatter between three individuals, and it sounds like a frustrating, like you can't, it's muffled out, but there's like a little bit of frustration. And as you get closer and closer,
you start making out a light of a crooked, 3-storied, slanted shack with 2 stacks of smoke coming out. And 2 individuals rolling around, wrestling on the ground, yelling at each other. One starts screaming, "You're pulling my hair! You're pulling my hair!" As you guys slowly are approaching this hut, that's where we're picking up next.
You're running the eyes up. I'm getting some real Hansel Gretel vibes right here.